Good morning, everyone. Thank you guys for joining. This is Car Chronicles. Let's go ahead and get into our show. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday. This week is moving along. We're almost at Friday, right? But let's get into it. Let's get into it. I hope you guys are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. Got your coffee and or tea and getting where you need to be. Good morning. Hey, Rose. Hey, Joanna Williams. Hey, Vera Dockery. Good morning. Good early morning. Let's get into our show. Of course, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Good morning, everyone. All right, let's get into it. Because, honey, Miss Nancy Grace is tearing into race Batum, Officer Tatum, honey. Let's get into that first this morning. I said, let's get a good read down. Let's start the morning out with a good read down. I saw this while I was on the real D.L. Hughley's page. This all over the internet, but let's go ahead and play it from here. Of course, D.L. Hughley says, we don't need a polygraph to know that you are straight up full of shit. I know that's right. Said that this clown tried to BS his way around the truth and said the dude folded like a $5 lawn chair. Not a $5 lawn chair. Yes. Come on, Nancy Grace about to tear into his ass. So Nancy Grace exposes Officer Brandon Tatum lying about 18-year-old Nolan Xavier Wells' fake friends taking a lie detector test. Now, we haven't heard of anyone taking a lie detector test. As you guys know, Officer Race Batum Tatum is what I like to call him, is running around putting out insinuations about Nolan. I played a video yesterday where he says that he talked to several people who said that Nolan was on cocaine and heavily drinking and all of that. And now he's saying that the guys, Nolan's friends, all went and sat down and did lie detector test and passed the test. Like, let's get into this because Nancy Grace about to eat his ass up.
Have the friends taken polygraphs?
Well, from my understanding, all but I believe one took a polygraph, and from what was told to me that they all passed, and all of the ones that took a polygraph took one without a lawyer, and they cooperated with law enforcement. So from my understanding, everybody took a polygraph test. Why do you say that's
from what you understand? Did they tell you they took a poly and passed?
Yes, ma'am. They told me that they did it. I wasn't there, so that's why I'm saying from my understanding, they told me that all the boys except one, which is Warren, I believe, took a polygraph test. All of them did not have lawyers and did it and cooperated with police. Warren also cooperated with police. I just believe he didn't take a lie detector test, but Warren is the young man that I interviewed. So according to what they told me, they all took a lie detector test and passed. And it's an equivalent of a lie detector test. It's not a traditional lie detector test, but it's the same theology of trying to get to if a
either it's a lie detector test or it's not. Why are we backpedaling and coochie popping in the middle of just admitting that all of Nolan's friends except Warren took a damn lie detector test? What is the equivalent of? It's either a lie detector test or it ain't. This nigga sitting up here straight lying in a Nancy Grace interview.
What person is lying? I don't know the name of it. It's an equivalent of a lie detector test. It's a different methodology. I don't believe it was a polygraph test. I believe they took other stressors in order to analyze if the people were telling the truth or not.
Did they take a polygraph would be no.
Well, yeah, I think it could be semantics because they took a test to analyze whether or not they were being truthful in their statements, and that certified test, they passed it. It just wasn't considered a traditional polygraph. I think it's a more advanced way of doing it.
Brandon Tatum. Hold on. In a nutshell, Joe Scott, there is a difference between a polygraph, which measures all sorts of body signals, your sweat, your breathing, your heart, your blood pressure, all sorts of things, and an audio verification test.
Is this guy serious? Is this guy really serious? Yeah, coming to you live from the Valley. Is this guy serious? Saying that it's a matter of semantics. The truth is not about semantics, my friend. Deception is about semantics.
Absolutely.
That's somebody saying that it's up to your interpretation. Now, there's only one interpretation of the truth, and that's the truth. That's exactly what it is. It's not open for discussion. It's not open for interpretation. Okay. And then on top of that, for this guy to say that he said theology, does he even know what that word means? You're talking about Ben Crump. And you're using words about theology to say that BS test and a polygraph are of the same theology. Nah, man. This dude's a clown. For real.
Have the friends.
So y'all see Nancy Grace caught Brandon Tatum in a whole lie. First, he came out strong saying that all of Nolan's friends except Warren, who he interviewed, took a polygraph test. And now he's backtracking saying it was a test that was kind of like a polygraph test. Yeah, we're not taking that. He is fighting hard for Nolan's friends for some odd reason. My question is, did their rich parents pay you to try to help put out this narrative that their sons are not guilty, when we fully heard them in a whole video in the background hollering at Nolan, asking was he dead, asking did somebody check his chest, screaming, oh my God, Nolan, which shows it's like a distress call. So are we really going to skip over that? Let's keep going. Child. Now here he is again, race baiting Tatum that his ass done got caught in a lie. Here's his response to being caught in a lie. Now he want to make it race, since he said in his interviews this is not about race. But here he is, shout out to Nicole Everything, making it about race, and upset that he got caught in a lie. And now he's trying to backpedal and blame black people for not wanting to hear the truth. Well, if you start telling the truth, then we can believe the truth. I can't believe something until it becomes true, right? Because so far, everything that you said has been total bullshit. But let's play it.
For watching, I appreciate y'all. Let me say this, man. I wish that there was a day that we all could get along. I'm not doing anything wrong to black people. It's just some of y'all Negroes don't want to hear criticism. Y'all will be just fine if I never mention anything about black people killing each other every day. Just for y'all love me. While we're laying dead in the street, you love me because I'm not pointing it out. Homeboy got 6 baby mamas, don't take care of none of his kids. And you mad at me for pointing it out, but you're not mad at him for not taking care of his kids.
Let's stop you right there, because white people, there are white people in other races out there who have children outside of marriage, okay? Several children outside of marriage. So it's not just a homeboy. See, that's another thing I don't like. You so unwoke, Officer Tatum. You are so unwoke when it comes to your race. I don't know why you hate your race so much, but white people have children outside of marriage and walk away and don't take care of them either. That's what they call child support. That's why there's a lot of people in the system getting help through the system, through the state, that's on welfare, that's on Section 8. White people are on Section 8. When food stamps got cut off, white people were also affected. So let's not just make it seem like black people are the only people that need assistance and that they only walk away from their children. So let's not do that.
You mad at me for telling that a brother need to stop pulling guns on police officers. You're not mad at the brother for doing that. You mad at me for talking about him doing it.
Gangs and people pulling powers on other people, that's also across every race. So again, it's a stereotype here.
Have y'all ever realized that? These Neanderthals are mad at me for pointing things out. They're not mad at the people who are doing the wrong. They mad at me for being a cop, patrolling my own community.
When he says that, the first thing that came to my mind is, y'all know we see a lot of black cops that be with a lot of white cops, and they pull over a black person and see that white cop is doing something that's outside of their boundaries. When they pull over a black person and they become aggressive with a black person, he seems like he might be that type of cop that may be in on that. Slam that person to the ground, being aggressive, tasing that person, punching them in the face, things like that we've seen on several videos, and then turn his head and protect the white cop because that's his constituent or his peer or his somebody that he works with. He gives that he will protect a white cop. And we're not making this about race, but just his mentality gives that he would protect any other race of cops that are out here doing things that are uncouth on the beat when they're supposed to be protecting and serving. It gives that he would turn his head to be in a certain alliance or to prove a point instead of standing up for what is right. Because all of these friends with Nolan Wells, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think that they're guilty, in my opinion, and I'm entitled to that. And all the evidence that's been laid out there, it's amazing to me how he can look at this evidence and still go hard for these boys like he's doing. That's why I said it has to be did somebody promise you some type of position behind the scenes if you did this? Did you get paid a large amount of money, or did you get promised some money if you make these boys look a certain type of way in the media? Something is going on here, because this shit cannot be this fucking unwoke on purpose. Let's keep going.
But they're not mad at these brothers killing each other every day. I ain't seen D.L. Hughley complain one time about, like, tell me this. Which one is worse? Brandon Tatum giving political commentary, and I call everybody out. Y'all sensitive Negroes get mad when they black. I talk trash about white people all the time.
Where? I ain't seen the video.
But for some reason, you Fabergé eggs of society can't handle criticism, and so you mad and want to kill me because I'm just pointing out the obvious.
Huh.
But I'll leave it at that. Y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all.
That nigga so unwoke. I ain't never seen a black person so unwoke in my life. Nigga, get off my screen. I can't, okay? That's some real nigga shit right there, okay? And I don't even like to call people niggas like that, but we all know the word nigga is called an ignorant person. It relates to someone being ignorant. That's what we black people were called back in the day, the N-word. Right? Because that's what they thought we were. Little did they know we were educated motherfuckers, sneaking and reading and being educated, and was smarter than the average person outside of our color or our race. They didn't know that shit. We could outcook them, outfuck them. Look at your history. The white man desired the black woman back in the day because she was the shit. She could cook good for him. She had that body back then. She took care of those kids. We were the mold of what they really wanted their wives to be. But outside, in terms of how society looked at us, they wouldn't dare be seen with us. But they damn sure was sleeping with us. They damn sure was eating our cooking, right? And the white women would damn sure be love the shit out of us when we worked in the house. If you was a house Negro, y'all better look at y'all history. Y'all better look at y'all here. We've been the shit for a long time. We had to be the shit in secret back in the day. But black people, we have arrived nowadays. Some of us are so unwoke because we still stuck in an era like Officer Tatum. But in the real world, we the shit out here. We educated, we doctors, we lawyers. We out here in Bentleys. We living in upscale neighborhoods. We're teachers, we're professors. We're judges. We're doctors. Hello? Hello? It's crazy when a person like Officer Tatum get into a position like he's telling me, I'm a cop. Oh my God. I pray to God that type of cop don't ever get behind my son in a car, because we already know how that shit gonna turn out, right? Prayers up, child, for anybody that ever get pulled over by that fool. Let's move along. While we're talking about Nolan Wells' friends, let's get into Warren. Warren Hudson did interview with Race Batum Tatum that we just looked at, okay? He was the first person to interview with Race Batum Tatum. Now, Nolan's friend, well, we ain't gonna say friend. We're gonna stop saying that shit because none of them were his friends, okay? None of them. Y'all didn't go to his damn funeral talking about some death threats. Y'all motherfuckers went to McDonald's and Wendy's and Waffle House, but y'all damn sure drove by that funeral, and I have a problem with that. Can't no friend tell me to stay away from nowhere or nobody. If my friend died, fuck that. But anywho, so Warren Hudson's family, his father, who is a doctor, Dr. Benjamin Hudson. Okay, now mind you, y'all know his mother is Ashley Cole, which was stepmother, because she did go over there and we hear she was a side chick to his first wife. Okay, yeah, Warren Hudson's stepmama, Ashley Cole, was a side piece to his father, Dr. Benjamin Hudson, and ran that wife off, and now she's the wife of Dr. Benjamin Hudson. So Dr. Benjamin Hudson, honey, then came up and gave a $50,000 award out here, or reward out to anyone with information that can lead to the arrest and conviction of the persons responsible for Nolan's death. Now, I have an issue with that because when Ben Crump and when Al Sharpton and Tyler Perry came up with that good old 125K, y'all had a problem with that shit, right? Oh, they're doing it for money. So now that y'all are coming out putting reward money out here, Mr. 50K, Dr. Benjamin Hudson, what must we say about that? Okay. What must we say about that? Let's go ahead and read. Shout out to TMZ TV. Oh, I'm on y'all ass this morning. I'm there. I'm not saying nothing nice about this shit because I'm totally irritated. All right. Race Tatum done pissed me off this morning. So the father of one of Nolan Wells, we ain't gonna say friend's child, is offering a hefty cash reward in hopes of shedding light on the mysterious circumstances around Nolan's death. TMZ has learned. Again, shout out to them. Dr. Benjamin Hudson, the father of Warren Hudson, tells TMZ that he's offering the reward of any information that leads to the arrest and conviction of the person responsible for Nolan's death, laying a $50,000 reward on the table for information that leads investigators to whoever may be responsible. Warren, go get that money from your daddy. Okay. With all due respect, Warren, go get that 50K and tell your daddy what happened on that boat, because your name was also mentioned as well. We already heard that there was some type of distress going on with Nolan. Okay. We heard Bart's name being yelled out, and we heard that you also said in the interview that you were there on the boat, and you gave accounts of what was going on with the Blige pump and all this other shit that was going on. So that places you there when everybody was saying, "Oh my God, is Nolan dead?" So go get that 50,000 from your daddy and tell him what happened to Nolan, right? Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, cause child, now let's talk about this lawsuit with Bart. We're going to chop them all down this morning like trees, baby. I got my chainsaw going. I'm chopping them all down. We ain't about to let y'all do this lying shit this morning. Y'all pardon me, I got a slight little cold. World Star, shout out to them. Now, Nolan Wells' other non-friend has lawyered up and denied claims that he unalived him over a girl. Well, what did you unalive him over? Just say you didn't unalive him, right? You say I didn't kill Nolan. Now you saying over a girl. We already proved that's a lie. Okay. Because yeah, you dated Katie, but you're saying that you weren't even in the picture with Katie. I'm about to prove it. Because what I do? Go pull my receipts. All right. So according to reports, a non-friend, we'll call, of Nolan Wells is pushing back against online rumors and preparing legal action over what his attorney calls false claims circulating on social media. Let's get into this shit. Now, attorney Russell Latino, the one that I told y'all to hate Ben Crump and Al Sharpton, got a lot of negative shit to say about them, and was also high-fiving Race Tatum. What they let y'all know? Says a viral high school photo of Bart Edmondson Jr., that's on my screen right here, standing here beside Nolan, with a young woman does not show Katie McCormick, despite online speculation linking her to both Bart and Nolan. Says, according to Latino, which is the attorney, said that Bart never dated McCormick and did not know her before Nolan's death. Now, the attorney also denies any involvement in Bart or by Bart in Nolan's death, saying that he assisted a boat in distress and fully cooperated with investigators by providing access to his boat, GPS data, and cell phone. Now, I thought you were out of town, Bart. Bart said he was out of town during the time that this incident occurred. So how the fuck you out of town and offering assistance is my question. Latino says that Bart now plans to sue those spreading what the family describes as wholly fabricated allegations. Okay, we'll get to suing, sir. Let's get on into what I ran across. Okay. Mr. I don't know her. Everybody trying to lawyer up and sue. It's a whole deflection for me, right? The whole focus supposed to be on what happened to Nolan. Now everybody's suing, saying, I ain't do this. Okay, well, prove you did it, right? Because we sure heard your name in the video, Bart. All right, so this is Katie. I told you guys Katie is a lovely girl. No homo. Okay, this is Katie. All right, who is this? Bart, that's you. Who is that? Oh, that's Katie. You didn't know her prior? Mind you, this is obviously she's younger in this picture. It was said that he did date her. This is you and Katie. So, I mean, what you suing for again? What are you suing for again? That's a young Katie there. Okay, Katie also dated another one of Nolan's friends, Javon. And I hear she also dated another one of his friends. So Katie's that girl, it seems, right? And obviously Nolan was interested in her because she's a very pretty girl. Now, the rumor that I'm hearing is circulating around is that Bart seeing Katie and Nolan booed up on the beach kind of sent him into a little frenzy, because y'all know how it is when when you dated somebody, you really don't want to see them with your friend kissing on them. And, you know, they were saying that that Nolan had Katie in the water and was palming her ass and, you know, being real flirtatious as young boys do when they're with girls and they're not around parents. Y'all know how boys can be real mannish. They're saying that could have pissed him off. Now, we did hear Bart screaming in the background, "Shut the F up." Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, that was a little housekeeping. All right, so let's keep going. Y'all know I'm on vacation, child. So let's keep going. Let's get back to it. So y'all know how young boys are when they see one of their ex-girlfriends with showing interest in one of their friends. They don't like that shit. But we did hear the aggression in Bart's voice on that distressful 911 call. Where some female, I still haven't verified yet if that was Katie, but it was a female on that boat with them who was saying, "Oh my God, Nolan." And they were saying, "Check his pulse." And Bart was screaming, "Shut the F up. Nolan, wake the F up." That was Bart in the background. My thing is, if he is in distress or something medically or an emergency is going on with him, I wouldn't think that you would be in that frame of mind. I don't know. It just gave aggression, right? It gave aggression. But that is Katie, like I said, and that is definitely Bart. That's Bart, you guys, and that's definitely Katie. So let's keep going. All right. So I'm not sure why he's suing. I'm not sure why he's suing, but go off, Bart, okay? Because it seems like that's what you like to do. All right. So what else did I have? Oh, I want to show y'all this message to that Bart from his the screenshot that I got. I'll show y'all that too. Not to jump around too much, but y'all forgive me for that. So Bart Edmiston, y'all see that? Says at Deadly Lover, say, "Hey, I just want you to know Nolan was a friend of mine. I want justice and the facts come out." Okay, and the facts to come out. He said, "I just want you to know that I love and Wyoming," I don't know what that means, "and have not been in Pass Christian." So I hear there's a place in Mississippi called Pass Christian, Mississippi, for over a year. He says that I grieve for Nolan and want the same as everyone else. Thank you for your support. So he's, I guess, responding in reference to Nolan passing away. He's saying he grieving Nolan. I don't know. Okay, I don't. That's weird to me. If you grieve him, you definitely want to help investigators find out whatever needs to be found out in this case versus up and suing. So I ran across this and I screenshot it. This is the report. The what is it? I guess police report for Nolan. Also, this tip of North Island, Ocean Springs. I want to just show y'all that. Wind reported July the 5th at 10:05 a.m. Time occurred 10:05 a.m. Primary officer is Shay Smith. It looks like the supervisor is William Freeman Jr. at Unit 16. Let's read a little bit of what it says. On Saturday, July 4th at 23:49 hours, Mississippi Department of Marines, which is MDMR, Lieutenant Carroll was advised by dispatch of a caller reporting a missing male, Nolan Wells, on Horn Island. They dispatched her 18-year-old son rode to Horn Island on a vessel with friends, was last seen around 1500 hours, was in a friend's truck, and all the friends says that they had returned from the island. Based on information at the time, Carroll asked dispatch to forward the reporting party, Christine Wells Wansley, to Jackson County Sheriff's Office to make an official missing persons report. Shortly thereafter, dispatch advised the reporting party calling JCSO and the United States Coast Guard had been verified. At approximately 01:38 hours on July 5th of 2026, Carroll spoke with Ocean Springs Police Department regarding a complaint and advised that JCSO would be taking lead on the case. Carroll also spoke with JCSO lieutenant and the shift supervisor, who said that they had taken the initial report He says his deputies had spoke with some people traveled to the island on the vessel with Nolan, and that when they left, that he was in the company of an unknown male, and that he chose to remain on the island. So this is what they told them. And I'm glad this is on the police report, because if it's found to be a lie, y'all gave false police reports. Okay. Based on the information provided, Odom did not have a reason to believe that there was any water related, I guess, emergencies, and he believed the most likely scenario was Nolan made out on another vessel, but did not have his phone in his possession to make contact with his family. No further action was taken by Carol on his shift in the morning on July 5th, 2026. So had they told the police that, oh, Nolan just took another boat, it makes it look like there was no type of accident or anything. And so they're just waiting to see if he turns up or maybe call somebody later. So that gave them some time. If there was some type of emergency or Nolan was already dead, that gave them some time in their alibi to maybe get their story straight, delete things to where police is really not looking at anything, because as you guys can see here, they're saying no further action was taken at that time. So to say, hey, yeah, Nolan, he just called another boat. You know, he didn't ride back with us. He chose to stay back over a girl. That makes them think that there's no emergency, no distress. Meanwhile, on the 911 call that we heard, there was definitely a distress with Nolan. So at approximately 1800 hours in the evening of July 5th, 2026, Carol reported on the command post for a briefing by JCSO, Sergeant Mars Peer, an assistant with efforts to include sending an MDMR patrol vessel to the waters between northwest tip of Horn Island to conduct sonar surveys of the area. The sonar survey started at 1920 hours and terminated at 2335 in adverse weather conditions. Okay, and it ends there. So that's the police report for Nolan for that particular Mississippi Marine Patrol, as you guys can see there. So that's that. Let's get up off that. Was there something else? Yeah, no, that's all. All right, so let's stop sharing. That's the police report. That's the police report. So we're done with the Nolan Wells stuff. Let's get into Tamar throwing shade at Kandi. Okay, let's get into that, because I thought this mess was over. Kandi said she won't even think about Tamar, so Tamar is doing a whole interview, and here she go being messy, looking like a fake ass T-Boss from TLC. Let's get into it. This is her looking like a fake ass T-Boss. So according to the neighborhood talk, Kandi says that Tamar recently called her a bitch while walking past her at a party, despite claiming that she doesn't want any beef. Now, that's what Tamar does. Tamar is very emotional. Tamar, I believe, is bipolar, right? 1 minute you hug a Kandi at some event. Kandi was thrown back because she obviously rolled her eyes and was taken aback because she knew you guys were not in a great space. Maybe Tamar was trying to play nice. I don't know. Or maybe she was doing it for clout. So she said that I don't do the fake shit. I'm with Kandi on that. Don't come and hug me and then be other places calling me a bitch out loud. So let's get into what was said, and then we'll read Kandi's response.
That happened at Essence Fest. Kandi, you went to go speak to her, and some people were saying she gave you shade. Y'all still ended up taking a picture together. It was her and Monica and a few other people on the stage. Now, some people were saying Kandi was giving mean girl. Some people were saying you knew the two of y'all had an issue, so maybe you shouldn't have spoke. What do you feel now about the situation now that, it's all come to a head?
I don't care. I was at an event, a professional celebratory event. I said, congratulations, and I went on about my business.
Yeah. Do you regret speaking to her at all?
I do not regret saying congratulations. I don't care who you are. We can have beef all day long, right? It's not like I said, oh, let's go to lunch, let's wound, let's da-da-da. I am not that kind of person. You know what I mean? I don't want beef in my life. I really do enjoy my peace.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I love my life. I have great friends. I have people who really love me and really.
Situation that happened at Essence Fest.
I have people who really love me and really fuck with me for real, and vice versa. And it wasn't
really that serious to you.
It wasn't like I was going like,
yeah.
It gave her congratulations. Everyone on the stage was being honored. And it was one of those events where, you should just show gratitude and be kind and move on.
I didn't even think that moment deserved that big of the spotlight that it did. I think you spoke just like anybody else and kept it moving. But it seems to get blown out of proportion online a little bit.
I think that whoever brought it to the internet wanted that kind of reaction. And
yeah,
God bless them.
So clearly, like you and her, there's no getting past, because
Tamar, can you please stop the fake shit, right? Can you please stop the fake? Were you being genuine when you went over and hugged her? Because I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt when I originally reported on it. But it's given that you still talking about this shit and doing interviews about it. Like, why? If Kandi said you walked past her and called her a bitch, no, I feel like it wasn't genuine. Because don't act like you like me one minute and then the next minute you want some fake shit. Like, she is so attention seeking. You need a real man in your life that can tell you when you are just going too far and tell you to choose your battles. Because clearly you don't have enough going on to be still worried about Kandi, who we all know is not worrying about you. It's so weird.
I didn't even realize it was that big of an issue.
I don't have any beef with anybody other than the devil. You know,
sometimes you act like the devil. So you beefing with yourself? Let's keep going, child.
As soon as possible, our program is set to resume. Right now, another big step back, guys. Discontinue the photo shoot.
I can't roll her eyes.
As soon as possible.
So right here, over here on the side, Tamar gonna reach her bald-headed ass over there and hug Kandi, knowing that she and Kandi don't even fuck with each other. But you know, she said she's trying to play nice. She was trying to congratulate her because they all received an award that night at Essence Fest. But then, you know, Kandi has now said that Tamar up and called her a bitch, and she heard her say it. So let's keep going.
Our program is set to resume. Right now, another big step back, guys.
Messy. Okay. So Tamar says that I have the #1 movie of the summer. My Dinner with Tamar tour is almost sold completely out, and I have amazing, iconic friends who love me for real. So for those who can, say celebrate and sing with us. Said I'm gonna be nice to the devil because God is so good to me. See, it's always the shade for me. You're gonna be nice to the devil. Who's nice to the devil though? I hope you're not. So this person here says it because why that crew starting to be the mean girls of Atlanta. So happy you chose to love Tamar. Don't, child, please don't put her on the bullshit. Okay. So this is what Kandi had to say. Kandi says, no beef, but she was just calling me a bitch as she walked past me at a party last Saturday. I can't do the fake shit. Exactly. So don't act like you on the kumbaya, but then in secret, you run around here calling people bitch and giving the stank face or the Muppet face. Okay, well, let's call you that since we know you don't like that. Let's out here calling people bitches and walking around with the whole Muppet face. Like, settle down, Tamar. At the end of the day, you know Kandi don't rock with you. She don't fool with you on any level. Pick one, and she don't fool with you there. You know that. Thank you for reaching over and hugging her and saying congratulations. That was nice to do. But you know how Kandi is. Kandi is one of those types. They say she's a Cancer. She don't forgive, honey. Or Taurus. I think she's a Taurus. Kandi do not forgive. Kandi holds on to shit. All right. And since y'all had y'all little spat or whatever on Big Brother's house, she's not forgiving you or forgot about that shit. So every time she see you, that's what she remembers. And you don't make it no better by up and calling her a bitch. And she hear the shit. So you can't hug her nowhere and she be fine with it. I'm that way too. Don't build no fake shit with me. I can't take it. Oh my God. All right. So let's get into this other topic that I pulled. I want you guys to see, child, because her sister, now we talking about Tamar. Let's get into her sister, Towanda. Okay, the one that probably should have been the damn brother, because she looked like a brother. Did I mean to say that? I didn't mean to say that out loud. I was thinking that maybe I should have let that stay in my mind, child. I'm on something else this morning, y'all. Y'all forgive me. Y'all forgive me, child. I don't even throw that much shade. Shout out to Braxton Family Values. Now, a motion has been filed that Towanda Braxton's home could be auctioned after she reportedly fell several thousands behind on her property taxes. According to court documents, Towanda previously filed for bankruptcy and later refinanced the home into her husband's name. That shit still didn't work. Now, as homeowners know, property taxes must be paid each year, and failing to pay them can eventually put a property at risk of sale or tax sale or auction. Ask Kenya Moore, because her shit was up, depending on local laws. Now, city fans are now wondering how she'll resolve the situation. Some have even speculated that she may have to lean on Sister Tamar for financial help, who already gave her $30,000 to get in the bitch, and now you ain't even paying the property taxes. My question is, what kind of work do your husband do, or do he work at all? Right? You transferred the shit into his name, I feel like, for some fake fraudulent purposes. because the house is supposed to be your house that your sister loaned you money for that you never paid her back. So could this be your karma spinning the block on your ass? Said, especially since several of the Braxton sisters are not currently employed. Y'all know they're saying that the Braxton show is not coming back. So Towanda, it might be okay for you to go ahead and get you a real job out here, 9 to 5, like everybody else have to do, because you ain't on TV. You're not, no star like that no more. You weren't no star when you was on the show. But yeah, if Trina can go out here and get her real estate license, and she also has businesses and things that she got going on, even though she did add her husband's name to her house too, they said, yeah. So if Trina could go out here and go back to school and get her real estate license and find another means of financial to handle what she got to handle, it might be time for you to do that too. Okay, family ain't gonna keep giving your ass loans. She also owes Trina $10,000 too that she ain't paid her back. I told y'all. Okay, so you just out here loaning, you just out here taking loans out on your sisters and not paying shit back. And now that you found yourself in this property tax situation, they probably not gonna give your ass no money since you ain't paid them back the last time. Here's the house. That's the house. Okay. So she done out here married damn Andre. I'm not Andre. That's Andre was her first husband, but her new husband's name is Sean. Y'all saw him on the show, that purple damn dress that she had on, looking like she was going to the damn prom. But now she's in a situation where the same house that Tamar fronted her to $30K, where she's supposed to pay back and didn't. Now she about to lose it because she ain't paid the property taxes. So, girl, I guess prayers up for you, honey. That could be your karma for not doing what you're supposed to do. Let's move on into Shamea. They need to get jobs out here, honey. I'd be damned if I'm sit back and watch my shit pile up. I'm gonna go get a job out here. I don't give a hot damn if somebody recognize me at work, bitch. At least I'm paying my bills. That's just how it is. Okay. Old girl from, what's the girl name from TLC? Hell, I'm not TLC, but SWV said she had to go get her a customer service job when SWV stopped touring. She said she had to pay her damn bills because she was sleeping in parking lots at stadiums, honey. Okay. Hell yeah. Not Taj. What's the other one? Not Lily. That's the one. Lily, honey, said she had to get her a customer service job. So you gotta do what you gotta do out here. So let's get into Carlos and his panel talking about people being jealous of Shamea. I'm not sure who's jealous of Shamea. I'm not sure who. Maybe they're saying it could be Portia that might be jealous of Shamea's life. I don't know. Shamea just celebrated 9 years of marriage with her husband Gerald. But let's get into this.
Are the girls maybe a little bit jealous of Shamea? It's like sometimes you are jealous of a person and you don't realize that you're jealous. Something about them just bothers you. And I actually would like to extend that to the audience too, because the way that the audience reacts to Shamea feels unearned. And I'm just like, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe there's a little bit of jealousy from people in the audience too. Like if you don't like Shamea and you don't know why, and I say this about any beautiful vivacious woman on TV, there's always a gaggle of bitches, and I say bitches is gender neutral, that just don't like them for some reason. I just don't like her for some, there's just something about her you're jealous. Are the girls maybe?
I've said that before too, so I gotta kind of resonate with what she's saying there. If you don't like a person and you don't know why you don't like them, you just don't like them, it could be an underlying jealousy spirit upon you, right? It could be if you can't give a definitive reason why you don't like said person, they've never done nothing to you, you've really never been around said person, I don't like that person. Why? Could it be that there's something that they have going on that you don't, so it just bothers you so bad that you just have created this thing in your mind that you don't like this person for a reason that's really not a reason? It could be jealousy. You might need to check yourself on that one, right? Like they say, check yourself before you wreck yourself. You might want to check yourself a little bit on that, because sometimes underlying jealousy can be a dangerous thing. I don't see the reason to be jealous of Shamea. Shamea is a person like anybody else. Shamea got cases in court right now. Okay, we talked about that. She's a regular schmegular girl out here. Yes, she does have a better life that she's had. She does have a peach now. Might not have it next season. I told y'all yesterday. It's said that she probably won't be coming back next season. Okay, but she might not need to be on the show next season anyway. She needs to focus on her personal life. She needs to focus on getting this baby for Gerald, for he throw her ass up out of there, because Gerald really wants to have a son. But jealousy is something that, I feel like that type of spirit is something that just should not be, because, if one person can be blessed to do something, that's just like, saying that God is not able to do the same thing for you. I look at it that way, right? Jealousy is something that I just do not fool with. I don't fool with jealousy, because I feel like if God can bless you to have that or do that, then he's the same God that can do the same for me if that's my desire. So jealousy is something that we all should just, and it's a natural thing. It's a natural thing to be jealous. Women, girls can be jealous of a girl for how she looks or how she carries herself or what she's driving or her education or the man that she has on her arm. It's and women, we can be jealous over little things. We so fucking petty when it comes to being jealous. Like, we got to work on that. But in terms of people say, oh, y'all are just jealous of Shamea. Why? I'll be honest with you. Living in a $9 million house, I don't want them problems. I don't want them taxes. Okay. Ask Towanda. Right? The more the bigger you live, the more shit you got to pay. I don't want them problems. Okay. And when I do want them problems, then I'll have them problems. But for now, I'm happy in the tax bracket I'm in, doing what I want. Shit, I'm on vacation right now for a whole motherfucking week, living nice. I ain't jealous of Shamea. I'm pretty sure Shamea go to some really nice places, but jealousy, nah. Okay, I wouldn't say that. Now, if y'all want to say somebody's jealous, you might say that Portia could be a little bit jealous because she's always said she wanted to have the huge house, the happy family. She said it before. That's what she was looking for in Simon. It didn't work out. And to see Shamea she's celebrating 9 years of marital bliss with her husband, it could ring a little jealousy in her. But to say that everybody's jealous of Shamea, yeah, no, I won't say that. Okay, I won't say that. All right, let's get into y'all favorite person, y'all favorite reality estate, because that's what she said, child, still real estate. I said, bitch, what? You got all these degrees and you calling it reality estate versus realty? This child here. Tisha, I ain't even want to talk about you today, but love, we got to talk about you. Okay, sorry. We got to talk about you, Tisha, because this is not how a real estate agent need to be dressed. You look like you ready to go to the club and drop something down low, make your booty drag the ground or something like that. I mean, I know Marceau staying across town in his damn apartment or whatever, and you might be trying to make him come home. But baby, when you're trying to do business, especially real estate, you want to dress a little bit more professionally. This is street girl wear. Okay. I just want to be honest. I know her mama gonna be mad as fuck, but so the fuck what? Okay. I'm down for whatever today. I don't give a hot damn. This is not how you dress when you're trying to sell property. If you got to dress like this to make somebody buy something from you, you in the wrong profession, right? You need to be somewhere where there's a pole in the floor and money upon the floor. Okay. If they choose to throw some down there, if your ass get on the pole, yeah, right. This is the same braids you had when you was in Walmart too. Was that messy? Let's get into it though. Them the same braids that she was wearing in Walmart when she was, going through that credit card issue. But let's get into this.
Tisha Scott with Scott Realty.
Yeah.
Listen, one of the misconceptions I get.
Okay, story time. So my friend hit me up.
Hey guys, I'm Tisha Scott with Scott Realty. Listen,
Scott Realty.
One of the misconceptions I get.
Okay, story.
One of the misconceptions that I get, S girl, what the S said? The S always be silent, child. Plural means it's, a S on the end, but she gonna always chop that bitch off. So let's keep going.
Time. So my friend hit me up yesterday and she said, girl, the Chris Brown got free tickets. So we're gonna go. We got the free tickets. So we'll listen.
Girl, them tickets gotta be free because that card might not, that card might not work. So get them free tickets, girl.
We're about to go to the Chris Brown and Usher concert in less than it was less.
She about to go to the Chris and Usher concert. Okay. She going to the Chris and Usher concert, not the concert, girl. She going to the concert. I ain't never been to no concert. I'm trying to see what that be like.
24 hours. Okay.
Okay,
story time. So my friend hit me up yesterday and she said, girl, the Chris Brown got free tickets. So we're going to go. We got the free tickets. So we're literally about to go to the Chris Brown and Usher concert in less than, it was less than 24 hours. Okay.
Okay, no music. I'm going to I'm see if I can find a concert while I'm here today, baby. I'm on vacation. I'm going to somebody's concert. Shit, I don't know who, but I'm finding somebody. I don't give a hot damn if it's country music. I'm trying to see what a concert be like. All right, so let's see. No music. Let's go back. Dancing like her damn mama. All off beat. Oh my God, help me, God. I did not want to do this morning. Or did I? I did, because I'm feeling petty this morning. I absolutely wanted to do that. So yeah. What y'all think about that? Child, Tisha, fuck out of here, okay? No. No and no. But that's it, y'all. That's all I wanted to share with y'all. This is just a quick pop in. I hope you can you guys enjoyed the video, okay? Because I got to get up off here and get my day started. I just wanted to tap in with you guys. No rhythm time. Thank y'all so much. Let's get out of here. Shout out to my top flight moms, Stephanie Thomas, Rose Armstead, and True TV Podcast. Thank you. Thank you to all the content creators. Thank you to all my caramelians in the chat as well as in the bushes. Shout out to almost 300 watching this morning. Y'all are in here. Thank you guys. And thank you guys. Y'all have a wonderful day. I will try to pop back in with you guys later on. I got to see because I got a full day planned today. But we'll see. If I have free time, you guys know I'll do a quick pop in a minute. So please keep your notifications on so you guys know when I go live. Please like the video, hype up the video. Check us out on our backup channel, Rail's World. Check me out on all publications under Caramel Rail. Until the next one, love you guys down and see y'all later.